What is going on today, guys? It is late August. I'm going to get out today and finish up on my August fungicide applications for the fescue lawns. I've only got a handful left to do today. We started at the beginning of the month with our August route, so to speak, to finish those up for fescue, and it's like the 23rd today, so we're going to finish those up. We'll see how they're doing. Overall, a lot of what I've seen looks okay. We've had some pretty decent weather for fescue. It's been really hot and dry here in the middle to the latter part of August, but the rest of the season for fescue, you can't really complain. So we're going to head to the shop, pick up the turf mobile, and get to spraying. I probably will ride by some neighborhoods that we've got some fescue yards in on the way to the shop, so I might pull through there and check on how some of those yards are doing, just to give you the late August fescue scorecard. Stay tuned. I was out spraying in this neighborhood Friday, but this one's looking pretty good. I didn't even have to do any weed control or anything on this one, just a fungicide and a little liquid nutritive stuff. Let's ride on to the next one. This one right here was a late addition, actually. I'm gonna turn it around and explain myself. All right, so I picked this one up in the spring. I haven't had a chance to, seed it with my stuff or get a good pre-emergent on it. I did do a pre-emergent application, but it was a little outside of the window for when I thought it'd be really effective for crabgrass. So as you can see, I got some crabgrass that we sprayed in here. Had a lot of crabgrass breakthrough, and so I sprayed this with a combination of quinclorac and speeds on Friday, and it's Wednesday now, so I mean, obviously I've got discoloration in the grass. Is this thing out of focus, or is it me? Is that better? Anyway, sprayed crabgrass Friday. It's Wednesday. Mix of quinclorac and speed zone. So color's a little beat up, but I think we're doing the right thing, getting rid of the weeds. And I feel like we're probably about a month away. Ooh, I can still smell the herbicide in this. Still feel like we're about at least a month away from seeding this. And this one's doing really well. They had a tree fall out here. We had a recent tornado come real close to here, but you see right out in there, the tree down, and they had to redo a lot of stuff. And then we had some traffic in here pulling the tree and the stump out and everything. Look at this transition right here. We got my 4.5 inch tall fescue with some real mode Bermuda next door. I choked up on that one. And the view coming from this way on that one, I mean, that's about as good as it gets around here on fescue. And then I've got this one right here. This house is newly built. We put sod in, and we've been keeping the fungus out of the sod. He had a bunch of weeds in it though, so I had to put a herbicide in it Friday. Let's check it out. It's a big button weed. But I had broadcasted the whole thing with some speed zone and the goose grass, with the speed zone and quinclorac and a fungicide. It's hot weather to be doing crazy stuff like that, but I wanted to get this thing cleaned up, and it did discolor the shit out of the heck out of it. Oh, but it'll be fine. Fungus wise, I feel like we have dodged the bullet for this first year fescue. You always really worry about getting great leaf spot in this first year sod. A couple of mows, a little rain, all those will look all right. Now, I feel like they look real good, especially the one superstar one for this time of year, and that one hadn't been cut yet this week, so it definitely gets a little showier, but they all look good and they're hanging in there. So let's get the truck and see what's out there on the unsprayed ones. Got the turfmobile loaded up, and I've got a proposition for everybody. I've got a 72-inch Bobcat Predator Pro for sale. She's a cream puff, man, highly maintained, excellent mower. But I gotta go park this thing up front for my big sign to catch everyone's attention. I'll be back. All right, this one looks real solid. I think we're just in the nick of time. These little patches right there look like some brown patch to me. I hadn't got down and investigated closely, but it's pretty typical of what it looks like. But I'm getting this azoxystrobin propiconazole mix on it. Be good to go. Super strength to the permagreen. You get through this gate, spray this little spot back here with it. Here's the next one. So, holding up fantastic, mowing perfect. Got a weed issue here and there. Not going to broadcast any kind of weed control on this. I might try to spot spray that with some tenacity. Anyway, I got a weed here or there. I'm not going to broadcast spray any weed control, but I spot sprayed some areas with a combination of speed zone and tenacity. As far as most of the applications right now, it's on broadcast applications, it's azoxystrobin and a little bit of propiconazole and a nutritive fertilizer, liquid style, light rate. All right, this thing is not good. It's about croach. I can't find any active lesions on it right now, but something certainly taking it out. Well, get it sprayed this way. All right, this thing is super bad. I'm seeing some things that make me think that maybe he's just watering the hell out of it. Those are some colingos, and they usually only grow where there's a lot of moisture in the soil, so they probably just started turning a little brown when it got hot, and he just cranked up the water on it. But it sure took a dump the last time I was here. You win some and you lose some in the fescue game. Oh well. How would those pine trees make you feel? With that lean on. Yikes. This looks pretty good. I think I'm at the wrong angle for the sun. In person, it looks great, trust me. Oh boy. I just don't have as much time as I used to stand around and talk about things in the yards. I don't know if I covered it yet, but I got one more fescue to hit today, and I'll have my August round of fungicides done. So what the August round of fungicides has been for the most part is I varied it from spot to spot. If I had a lot of weeds, I might have mixed in a herbicide. Otherwise, I've been spot spraying weeds with different things, depending on what, shows up. But I mean, we've been running about 20 ounces of azoxystrobin, 20 to 24 ounces of azoxystrobin, and 16 to 20 ounces of propiconazole mixed in with it. A half gallon of my Maharan 1088 Nutramax liquid fertilizer with micros and sea kelp and all that stuff. I mean, you can use whatever floats your boat for that, or nothing. I mean, as a matter of fact, today I'm out of it, so I'm not even running any fertilizer on these few I'm hitting today. I think what I'm gonna do is hit that last one and then drive through the neighborhood that I sprayed the very beginning of the month and seeing if that's gonna require another spray here next week, which it probably will, but I'm just gonna see how it's doing. Let's go. All right, so that get through here when I stopped videoing, which was about 2 weeks ago. But anyway, these in this neighborhood I sprayed the first week of August, and it's now into the second week of September. So I guess I'm not going to end up making a September fungicide spray. This one here in the curve. I mean, a few spots up here in this little circle in the driveway all the time. It's held out pretty good. This section right here is held out great. This one right here is a new customer, and I've had him all summer spraying fungicides, and it has held out okay until the last few weeks. This one on the other side of the street is one of mine too, and it's okay. I mean, I would like to see this one do better. I think once I get this one here seeded up in my good seed and get him trained in sprinkler operation, we can do better with this one. Here. Starting to blow up a little bit on this hill front here, but like I said, it's September 9th today, so it will not be long before we turn to seed. The drawback though, I mean, it is, like I said, it's September 9th. It is right at 100 degrees today. So when seeding starts, I couldn't tell you, but it's not gonna be today. Of course, we got to get out of these kind of temperatures before I can look at that. All right, I guess we'll head to the shop and discuss a couple things. I think you're getting the air conditioner. See you at the shop. I don't have anything that's got to be sprayed today, and technically it's a little hot to spray anything today. As far as cool season grass, I guess I could make one more fungicide round on that neighborhood that we just drove through. That it's been over a month since I sprayed those, but the ones further into August, they should be good enough until October. For the most part, fescue this year looked pretty good. It's been kind of dry and hot here toward the end of the season, but the beginning of the season was perfect. It was pretty wet, pretty cool, so the grass grew well. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, everything's okay. I mean, some of them are great, some of them are not so great, some of them are kind of bad, but you know, that's how it goes. As far as this year, the weeds we've been seeing in them, I mean, I wouldn't say anything was any worse than other years in fescue. The dove weed is usually a big problem, and I don't think I had it quite as bad this year as I have in the past. Virginia buttonweed has shown up a lot this year. Maybe not so much in the fescue though, a little bit. And I've had a few fescue yards I've had to go spray some out of, but not as bad seen in the fescue as seen in some of the other turf types. In the warm season stuff, I've seen a lot of goosegrass and a lot of buttonweed, things like that. So when am I going to seed? I don't know. My usual plans are to start at the end of September and I usually will seed on through the middle till the middle of November. This year, I mean, if we get a little spell where the urge strikes me, I might start a little early. Not this early, obviously, but maybe the last week of September, I may get started. I haven't really priced any seed yet. I know that the price is down a little bit from last year, which is good news. That's really about all I got. I mean, this time of year, when you're spraying the fescue, keep in mind if you're spraying a herbicide, the reseed interval on that, since we are kind of bumping up on seed time. So if you spray something and it's a 2-month reseed interval on it, I mean, you might be in a little bit of trouble. But you know, some things don't even have a reseed interval, like quinclorac and things like that. You can spray right at the time of seed if you had to. So if you got crabgrass, you can come spray quinclorac right over top of it when you seed it. No problem. All right, so check those labels for your reseed intervals. You spray a herbicide, get ready to seed. Seed prices are down. It's hot. It's my fescue September update. Thanks for watching.